I'm going to walk you through what actually matters when buying a home, how preparation creates calm and speed, and what working with the right lender should feel like. Before we dive in, I want to say this up front. Buying a home doesn't have to feel overwhelming. Hi, I'm Andrea. If you're thinking about buying a home, whether it's soon or sometime down the road, this is here to give you clarity, not pressure. My goal is to help you understand the process so it feels steady, informed, and manageable instead of stressful or confusing. What I've noticed over the years is that the most stress comes from not knowing what actually matters. In this class, we're going to focus on what truly makes a difference, what tends to create unnecessary worry, and how preparation changes the entire experience. This isn't about rushing or hype, it's about helping you feel oriented and confident in the process. One of the most common questions I hear is, how do I know I'm ready to buy? Readiness isn't just about income or credit scores. It's also about stability, clarity, and understanding what you want your next home to support in your life. When those pieces are aligned, the process feels very different, much calmer and more intentional. Most buyers think the hardest part of buying a home is the rate or the market. In reality, the biggest challenge is uncertainty. When you don't know what to expect, everything feels heavier. Once uncertainty is replaced with information and guidance, stress drops dramatically, even when the market feels busy. There are a few foundational pieces that make everything else easier. Before buying, stability comes from understanding your numbers, having a clear plan, and working with somebody who communicates clearly. When those three things are in place, the rest of the process tends to move much more smoothly. This is where I see the biggest difference between stressful purchases and smooth ones. Preparation is what creates speed. When documents, expectations, and strategy are clear early on, timelines move faster, without pressure. From a practical standpoint, this usually means having things like recent pay stubs, tax returns, bank statements, your 401k statements. So that way it gives a clear picture of your income available, your assets, and your employment very early on. It's also really important to share all the details up front. Even the little things that you feel are small or not sure about, like different types of income you have, deposits, job changes, applying for a credit card, all those things can affect an application, and it's always easier to address those things early on rather than later. When everything is on the table from the beginning, we can plan properly. That's what keeps the process steady and prevents last-minute stress. A smooth home purchase usually doesn't feel chaotic. It feels steady, organized, and predictable. When preparation is done upfront, surprises are minimized, decisions feel lighter, and the overall timeline feels much easier to navigate. Something people don't always think about is how this process should actually feel on a day-to-day basis as you're going through it. Working with the right lender should feel supportive, not stressful. You should feel informed, not rushed, and confident that someone is guiding the process rather than reacting to it. Most of the stress I see comes from just a couple of avoidable things, like waiting too long to prepare or having unclear communication can create unnecessary pressure. When those two areas are handled early, the entire experience changes. If buying a home is something you are considering, even if it's months away, there's one thing I recommend. Get a pre-approval. The best next step is getting clarity early. That's how you create options instead of pressure, and how you make the process feel easier from the very beginning. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to working with you.